Hello there, my crypto bit brothers and sisters. Hey, Ron, what's going on, brother?
Well, Rod, I know it's kind of late, but good evening.
Good evening. Yeah, it's kind of cool to do it this late at night. Everybody's in bed and there ain't nobody bothering us and yelling, carrying on, screaming.
Yeah, we couldn't get together till just now.
I know. That was something else.
Been busy.
Hey, guess what? We're going to be talking about reviewing Shapeshift again and about this new Prism that works off Shapeshift so our coins can be switched easier. And I think that it'll be an awesome thing to start. It's something for you to look at anyway. We're looking at it. So take it away, Ron.
Thanks, Rod. You keep dumping everything on me.
Yeah, well, you're good at that. Me, I'm older than you. You know, I can't remember crap.
Yeah. Well, it was this Eric, I think he pronounces his name Voorhees, that founded Shapeshift. And Shapeshift is basically, I don't want to call it an exchange because you don't purchase. It is an exchange, but it's not an exchange in the form of like Polynex. Yeah. With Shapeshift, you can go in there, swap your coins to whatever you want. You can trade Ethereum to, Dash, and then exit. So you don't set up an account. You don't have to set up an account or anything. You just send coins in, swap them for what you want. There's a small fee, and you send them out. Well,
that's pretty cool.
No, it is. We talked about it. We did a video on that. People can find that. And at the Consensus conference, they kind of talked about this new program or platform called Prism. And I remember hearing about it when I was watching a little bit of those live sessions on it, but it just didn't dawn on me, or I didn't grasp or whatever. But so anyway, they're in their beta mode right now. And actually, it's a pretty cool program. And it might be real useful to a lot of the new people coming in, or those that just don't want the hassle of investing in these altcoins. So with that, we just kind of want to talk about what this program is. Are you good with that?
Yeah, I was just thinking though that when you get into like Ripple and a lot of these altcoins, you got to go to their alt wallet, so you have all these separate wallets, and here you don't really have to do that, do you?
No, Prism's going to alleviate that for you, and it's just
that
like
would be nice.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. There's some positive things to this. It could really be the way of the future, and like you said, when we did Ripple, we had to open a gate hub for the Ripple, and then we had to open up a Nano for the NEM, and pretty soon you got 6 wallets. All these coins you're trying to balance, so this Prism will help be a simplified way to do investing into altcoins.
It sure would. That would be awesome.
Yeah, they call this the trustless asset portfolio, meaning trustless meaning it's based on a smart contract. So as long as that contract is fulfilled and the code that sets up that contract dictates the parameters of it, the contract, as long as it's fulfilled, both parties get what they put into it. So you don't need a trust factor. It's guaranteed to provide.
Right. Hey, that's
Does that make sense?
Yes, it does. And smart contracts are the best way to go.
Well, they're really pushing that stuff, and I think it's valid too. So in something like this, you never take control of any asset, meaning you don't take control of Dash Coin or Ripple, XRP or Ether. And we'll, as we go through it, I think it'll make more sense. But here's what you need to do: you got to set up an Ether wallet to participate in this program. And with that Ether wallet, after you work out your Prism, that's how you're going to fund this, with Ether coins or tokens. And then, so as we go through it, we'll explain this a little more. There's only basically 3 steps to this, Rod. So as I go on to step 1, it's planning your Prism. So what it is you kind of pick the coins out that you'd like to be involved. speculating their growth. So in this example on the screen, gold represents Bitcoin, and this diagram shows that in this prism, half of it is going to be represented by Bitcoin.
Yeah.
Then you got about the section with kind of a greenish gray, that's Ethereum,
Yeah.
and then you got your LiteCoin. So this is 3 choices on this prism. So you invested in that, not invested, that's the wrong word. You're setting up your prism. Now you can pick probably more than 10 coins, the ones that interest you. And you're going to decide how much value you want to put into this prism. You can go up to 10 Ether coins. So if Ethereum right now is at $223, that's about $2,300 you can put into this prism. So let's say you put in just one coin, one Ethereum coin, $220. Then you're going to decide what coins you want to put in your prism, and hopefully they'll gain in value, because then when you cash out of it, you're going to make the money on that whole prism as a whole. So if you have 1 or 2 coins that actually decrease in value and the others increase, then you'll be able to decide when you want to cash that out. There's no time limit, but there is a maximum. You can put in, like I say, 10 Ethereum tokens.
Oh, that sounds good. Would say, so it's kind of like the whole pie, instead of just a piece of it. Instead of just a piece of Bitcoin, a piece of Ethereum, a piece of Lite, if you invest in another coin, say like one of the coins is like, well, let's just take Ripple, for instance, and Ripple goes up or goes down, whatever the whole pie is, that's what it is. It grows or decreases.
That's right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're hopefully going to pick out coins that are going to increase.
So that kind of hedges your bet, in other words.
Well, sure. And this is going to simplify the one we just talked about, where you don't have to buy all these wallets and go to Polynex and buy all these coins and watch them all. You put it into one prism. And then here's the deal now. So let's say you fund your prism with 1 Ethereum coin. Okay. Shapeshift is going to match that. So they're going to also come in with 1 coin, and that's what goes into the smart contract. So you can only increase value on this prism up to double, up to the amount Ethereum put in. So once you hit the max, once your prism doubles in value, it automatically switches all back to Ethereum and sends you your profit plus what you put in originally. Does that make sense?
Oh, yeah.
I want to explain this right. So yeah, you put in 1 Ethereum or up to 10. Shapeshift's going to match that into the smart contract.
Right.
Eliminates the trust problem. And then if you lose your coin down to 0, Shapeshift cashes out and takes your Ethereum that you put into it. But if you increase up to 1 max, or whenever you say, hey, I want to bail out of this now, you can decide to sell it whenever. Now, how the smart contract keeps track of the value of the coins you put in there is they've created this, they call it an oracle. And this oracle goes into the smart contract and updates the value of those coins every so often. How often that is, I don't know. But in the future, Eric was saying, I watched a video on him about this, pretty fascinating. He was saying in the future, you'll probably even be able to pick the oracle you want to use to evaluate your coins. Maybe one of those oracles, I'm just thinking of this, he didn't say this, but maybe one of those oracles is Polynex. So that might be the valuation rates that you put on your coins.
Yeah.
So after you pick out how you want... Now, also, do you see the green tab there, Rod, above your head?
Yeah. Yeah.
It says that there's pre-made templates. If you don't want to design your own prism, they've got pre-made ones, like maybe 3 different coins, maybe a 5 prism, and then they'll even assign the most popular coins to that, I believe.
Yeah.
So it takes the guesswork out of it. So let's go on. And then step 2, after you design your prism, now here's one of the preset ones, I guess. You're going to review it and make sure this is what you want. These are the percentages you want of each of those coins.
Yeah.
They do have a thing called the rebalance. So let's say you get into this, and a week later, your ether's diving like crazy. You can change that coin out for something else, but there's a rebalance fee to go in and change it of 0.5%. 0.5%.
That's not bad.
No, probably not, because if 100% is one Ethereum, because that's what we're talking about, $220.
Yeah.
10% is what? 22. 0.5% would be $11 to make that switch.
Yeah.
So as long as you don't rebalance it and just leave it, you don't have those fees. So then once you decide that this is correct, then you moved on to step 3, and that's funding your Prism. That's when you give them your Ethereum wallet address, or they're going to give you an address to send your Ethereum to.
Yeah.
Up to 10 Ethereum coins you can put into that. So it's really pretty simple, but there's a few more things they need to know about this. So like I say, if the value of this Prism goes to 0, they're going to cash it out and take whatever money you put into it.
Right.
If it goes up to 100%, double what you put in, they will also cash it out and send you your profits plus the original Ethereum that you put into it. Okay. Make sense?
Yes, it does.
Okay,
and
so
they'll
then
send it back to my wallet?
Yeah, I think they will. I didn't see in here where your wallet is, but I think there's a place for that. Sorry. So then here's some fees. Let me go over to this thing here, Rod.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is fun, man. I always like to learn something new.
Yeah, I wish I could learn how to run this computer. That ain't it either, folks.
Well, you'll get it. One of these days, you'll grasp it.
Oh, there it is. Perfect. I got it.
Awesome.
Okay, so I went on to a place that talks about their fees. Now, when they first came up with this program, they were going to charge 1% a month to have your Prism working. And they got so much backlash, said forget it. That's 12% a year. So much backlash that they took that 1% off, and I think it's now 0 down here in this. Yeah. See, here's their original. You can't see it, Rod, but original Prism fee, 1% a month. They've got that back down to 0. But when they cash out, there's going to be a 2.4% closing fee. That's where they make their money. That's where Shapeshift finally says, for doing this and matching you and all that, we're taking 2.4% plus 0.05 of an Ether coin. And that's for all.
So it's a half of 0.05?
Yeah, wouldn't that be 5%?
Yeah.
0.5%? 5%? I wish we were mathematicians.
I do too. I think it's half. I mean, half.
So that's the fee structure. You really don't pay anything unless you rebalance, change a coin out, or do you get to the very end, or you want to say, hey, it's time to close this out. I want to take my profits.
Yeah.
And then as you get into it, it's just, we're going to have the links down below. We're going to have their little 4-minute video that explains it, probably better than we did. And they'll have the link of
we're just a bunch of old coots.
how to get into the Prism site and a few other things. But this is what it looks like, and you just register what it's going to take right now since they're in their beta mode. And I think this is, even once they're done with the beta, this is the way they're going to do it. You're going to register, send them an email, and then they will send you an email when they're ready to accept you to build your Prism. Now, I don't know if that's because they can only do so many at a time or what. So this is the page that you'd look like to actually fill out and send an email. I've already sent mine in. I haven't heard back yet. they were expecting, they were hoping to get about 1,000 applications for the beta, but they ended up getting 5,000 like immediately. So they're backlogged just like everybody else.
Yeah.
Hey, did you hear what I heard today?
What's that? What did you hear? Tell me about it.
I just cut us off. There we are. I heard. Well, maybe we better. And I'm really messing this stuff up. I better stop while I'm ahead. Coinbase, the head guy at Coinbase, set out that in one day they had 40,000 applications. Can you see why they're so backlogged?
Oh yeah.
That's in one day. They had
40,000.
Yeah. And no telling what the day before or the day after was. It's phenomenal how many people are coming into this industry. And so we can see why nobody can keep up.
We just got in a month and a half, 2 months ago.
Yeah, I know. It's crazy. So, folks, this Prism, here's the negative that I see to it.
Okay.
Is that you're keeping your coins, even though it's in a smart contract, and Shapeshift cannot touch that until the agreement is fulfilled. Either you lose everything or it maxes out and they cash out. But still, you're not in control of your coins. Well, I guess you are. You can cash out any time.
Yeah, you can. Yeah.
So maybe I was thinking a little different on that till it just hit me. So, for new people getting into this, or people that don't want to mess with all the wallets and coins, you can come to Shapeshift, go to their Prism, set up a Prism, and you got altcoins working for you. It's actually a pretty cool deal. This might be the way of the future. Who knows?
Could be. You never know. If there's that many people wanting to get involved, maybe it is.
So anyway, we'll put all the tags and everything we have down in the description box, and you guys can enjoy it. But yeah, check it out. Please
do, and subscribe.
We need the help, huh? All right, folks. Thank you.
And God bless.